Who's ready to see Bloodstained Curse of the Moon again? Played through the entirety of the base game just this past Wednesday. Now we have unlocked Nightmare Mode. There's our cleared save on Veteran difficulty. Nightmare Mode. Stick with Veteran, it's what I know. Maybe this one will be difficult enough. I won't be able to take it. And a little recap of what happened. Zangetsu saved everyone's lives. And then we were told what the aftermath was in a little text box that flew by the screen way too fast to read. Maybe Zangetsu has been corrupted. Maybe we can still save him. Who's to say? I honestly don't really care. Because, I have Miriam. In case of emergency, Gebel. They should have the ability to take care of the problems we come across. That was certainly a new path exclusively for Gebel. And I didn't take it. Let's see. I'm going to use the Curse of the Moon. The Curse of the Moon is an actual feature in the game. It's basically stage select. Not even basically, it just is stage select. And there we go. You can do that at any time, with any character apparently. Don't even need Zangetsu, he's not the one who suffers the Curse of the Moon. Everyone has the Curse of the Moon. What's up here? What are the odds? Zombies. Never would have guessed. This is as Castlevania as they get. No question there. I'm playing as the only character who plays this game, as though it were Castlevania. Damn you, mouse. Make me switch characters. I hope this path is shorter, because it's a bit more difficult. I'm hit or miss on classic Castlevanias. This guy's here already. You should not be here. You're an endgame enemy. And even there, you're a pain. This is New Game Plus. I knew that was coming. Almost just walk off the edge for no reason at all. I asked for knockback. I had the choice to not take knockback. Barely survived the demon. I think enemies might do increased damage. I don't remember ever dying this quickly. There's a permanent health up. Yeah, Miriam is the best Belmont there's ever been, and she's not even a Belmont. Actually a ridiculously fantastic character. Kind of overpowered, if we're being honest. Not that I'm complaining. She just really puts every other character to shame. Oh yeah. This still being the first level, we are getting tutorials. But we are back on the main path. tutorial at least means that much. Already onto the train. Never had to go underground. Probably is the shortest path. Don't even really need to worry about the wolves. That's a good feeling. Couldn't do this last time. Bam. I don't think I've skipped any of the other upgrades so far. I think I just had the max health upgrade available to me. Rat, do something. Well, you did. The worst time. Can I get a better spell? No. I can get a worse spell. There. Didn't need to use ammo. Old man needs more health, but I'm not going to use him during the boss fight that's coming up here. Oh my god, I tried to avoid it. The trap that it was. Its hitbox is significantly larger than I expected. Oh, since I've wasted my axe, let's just throw knives from over here. Just keep on knifing him. What else can I do? I think the pools of flame are a new touch. And I also don't think the fireball used to reach all the way across the screen. I believe that's the whole gimmick of this difficulty mode. Different boss behaviors is the biggest change. But that fire covered literally every square of the floor, so I guess I need to destroy the things before they even hit the ground. How much health could you have? I did not destroy the things before they even hit the ground. I get hit again. We gotta go for Gebel for the rest of this fight. Close one. There, that'll work. You got your loop down. How much more HP do you have? Not enough. Has the easiest desperation move to dodge, though. I think it's just a score bonus if you successfully dodge it. Because it can't kill you. There we go. Nice work, team. We beat the easiest level in the game. Onto Frigid Hell. Still a very easy level. We'll see what new areas we have access to. Last time we were here, we didn't have Gebel and we didn't have Al. Got a whole party that we shouldn't have access to, and the one character we should have access to is not here. There's also a third mode you can unlock by killing all your teammates rather than saving them. Clearly, I've not done that. It is incompatible with unlocking Nightmare Mode. You have to do at least 2 full runs of the game to unlock both modes. And then additional runs through the game on those modes. And then there are some further challenge runs that are honestly kind of pointless. They do add a little bit of replay value. Back where we came, eh? With a free spell, at least. It's old guy's best move. However, surely we can climb up this thing. Nope. Never mind. I don't know why that waterfall exists. It at least seems like it's telling us something. A waterfall of lies. I was really hoping for an axe there. Maybe this will be an axe. Hey. Obviously the whip is the perfect tool for dealing with the clams. Mimics later in the game. Most enemies are designed to be whipped. And now I don't have a whip. So all my problems are solved. Gebel reach? No. Okay, you can reach, surprisingly. That stick has the worst range of any attack, and yet, it's just enough. It also has the worst damage of any attack. There might have been a secret past that last clam. I don't think I checked the first time through either. I was about to insult these guys and their ridiculous attack pattern of charging forward an arbitrary distance and then just thrusting at nothing. And right as I was about to say something, it got me. This is all about Gebel. Don't even have to aim or time our shots. I guess this is if we went a wrong way somewhere. But where? I must know. Exit only. So I cannot know. Handles are good backup for archers, it turns out. There, everyone's frozen. Via alchemy. Not the most efficient use of resources, but it's the job done. Let's try this, of course. The ice golem is immune to ice. What are the odds? Well, this sucks. So, fun fact about my Castlevania LP from a couple years ago, I think it was. It was supposed to be a LP of 2 different games. It was going to be Castlevania Chronicles and Castlevania Bloodlines. Because they came out in very quick succession. And they had some similarities in terms of theme and gameplay design that I wanted to discuss. And also, Bloodlines is really, really good. Right up my alley. But, you know, no one was really clamoring for it. I had a lot going on at the time. I always have a lot going on. I keep myself very busy, excessively busy. Oh, that was almost certainly an axe. I seem to recall from the first time through. But yeah, I never got around to playing through... I did play through Bloodlines, but I never got around to doing a full LP of it. Because I go so far out of my way to make LPs decent. It's a tremendous amount of work. But I would still like to do something with Bloodlines at some point. But otherwise, I haven't really played any Castlevania games before or since. Nope. I always forget Symphony of the Night is a Castlevania game. Which is ironic, because it's the Castlevania game. But I did play it. Which is why I bring it up now. Twice as many ice blocks. On this boss. Oh yeah. He's had some upgrades. I don't have the timing on my axe because I barely used it the first playthrough. Never hold on to it. And there goes the axe wielder. This is probably the boss that gave me the most trouble on my first playthrough. And this is a harder pattern on the boss, so I'm not surprised that it is going thusly. Not in the least. Damn it. Timing is extremely poor here. Yeah, you can't do that without a freeze, and I don't have the ammo for it anymore. So that's fine. Break the bubbles. Do what I gotta do. I say Symphony of the Night is not very Castlevania-esque, but, like, every game has to have its innovations and grow over the years. It was merely doing that. The way Sonic does, Mario does. It's inevitable. It's grow or die. Your long-running video game franchises. Guy had a lot of HP, but he's dead. Don't know exactly what his desperation attack is. I don't remember it at all. Nor what to do about it, so I just took it to the face. Good thing it cannot kill you. Otherwise it would have. I see a path that goes up and over this level. So this might be another level we can skip. You're in nightmare mode. And by skip, I mean take a much harder but slightly shorter path. Do not like the mutated rat still. no idea what I'm even supposed to do about them. Just the timing on doing anything is very rough. They are more plentiful. It's a pretty big problem. This archer has set himself in a very bad place due to his inability to crane his head down slightly. Go for one more ammo pot, or heart, which actually does heal you in this game. And they call it a Castlevania game. The gall. Yeah, this is definitely an area I could not have accessed my first time through. That's right, the capitalism monster is the boss of this level. And when it died, it turned into Gebel, the demon that we have to be friends with. For some reason, all the bosses turned into our friends after the boss died the first time. Surely there's something fantastic in that candle up there, but I'm not gonna bother myself to go get it. Pretty sure we can blow up the Potaboos. Yep, there they go. I have no familiarity with what that is. I just happen to be making my casual playthrough of Bloodstained at this exact moment. I'm not up on my Castlevania games in general, or modern Castlevania tributes, or any of that. I bought this game because it was ridiculously cheap one day. I'm glad I did, but I never got around to playing it. Until now. Interesting. Much scarier monsters here in this segment. A lot of close calls there. Oh, careful. I haven't seen those guys in a while. I kind of skipped them when I was on the train by going through the secret hole in the wall. That sounds interesting. I could go for more Castlevania-style games. Particularly if it's classic Castlevania we're talking about, as I assume is the case. I like modern, open-world Castlevania games, but I'm mostly focusing on the ancient, outdated Castlevanias for some reason. Oh, wait. Why did I think that Medusa head was gonna miss me? There we go. Just ignore all the turrets. You'll almost die anyway. I feel like I'm being encouraged to head off to the right here. But I won't, in case it's a trap. Oh, that was so foolish. Obviously, legendarily, people were shouting at their screen, don't do it. But obviously I did it. As usual, Al doesn't stand much of a chance. I think his movement speed is the same as any other characters, at least. See how far I can get with him. So about that far. Exactly as far as everyone else. You would not want to watch my blind run of Castlevania Chronicles on the PlayStation 1. But my nicely edited and fully completed run is actually pretty solid. Get this guy's scroll. Skip you. And head through the door. Where exactly does this put us? I think this is like right before the boss. Where unfortunately I only have 1 life left. So I pretty much have 1 shot at the boss. I assume there's also a 0 life. That's just an assumption. I could be wrong. That's always nice to have. Hey, I thought I'd have to go in without the ice spell. But I was wrong. So, ice plus axe should be very good for doing what we need to do here. I like this boss a lot, but I like skipping him even more. Oh. Well, that's not how you skip him. Not even slightly. They made this a lot harder. Wow. Here we go. Here we don't go. Nope, that's not what I meant to do at all. Oh, man. They're just getting me in every way they possibly can. I'm thoroughly outsmarted by this really cool boss. Okay. Here we finally go. The combo. That's what I should have done the first time. Every time since. And I'm out of ammo, but that's fine. Did a lot of damage, we might be okay. Have a face. Pretty good. I think Gebel can still reach him. There he goes. Just barely did it. That's a very intuitive boss, an incredibly fun boss. But they made it a lot harder. Dodge the entirety of the desperation attack, even though part of it is obscured by a white screen. That could have gone a lot worse. Now we enter Blasphemy unto Heaven. Because why wouldn't we? This is where we would have a full party anyway, so they can't hide any more tricks. You sort of have to usher us through the levels as we've seen them before. Was it a half moon in the last area? Yeah, it was. So the moon is slowly becoming full, thereby powering up the final boss, who turns the moon into a coin and weaponizes it against us. Spoiler alert for that. Definitely don't need anything to do with that. Although this looks like a Gebel path. Yeah. Hey. That's almost ironic. Getting paid for killing the money boss. Not ironic enough for me to complain, though. Thank you very much, Blast Tyrant. Very highly appreciated. I think I went this route on my original playthrough. Because like I said, I had the full cast unlocked by here. So it would have been possible. And it does look familiar. Plenty of ammo, and then I have half of my ammo full now. Getting hit by rats is mostly just an insult. I think they do less damage than any other attack that we can suffer. I'm sorry, we can just skip this. I think the wolves have a slight delay in their attack. You got me. Outsmarted by the archers. Yep, we can get it with Gebel. As suspected. I'm gonna use this attack more often. This is where I first unlocked Gebel, so I had no idea what I was doing with him. I made a lot of mistakes, apparently. I think through him is the fastest route. But he must be frozen. Damn. Oh, onto this spot. I recall never making it through this area. Let's see how Gebel fares. Hit by the first enemy. And then they sort of inundate you. Better. Getting the hang of it. That is the best I've ever fared on the Fleaman hallway. Because I didn't trust Gebel the first time through here. I had so many characters that I was balancing in my head mentally. And when I got a new one, I was like, yeah, I'm just not even going to touch him. Gebel is very good. I've had a lot of fun with Gebel. My second favorite, right after Miriam, who is by far the best. Fill my ammo. Is there something over here? No. I don't know why that little hallway exists. But it does, and we gotta deal with it. This area is easier with Gebel. He attacks upward. I took this area very slow the first time through. Really, it's trivialized by Gebby. What a guy. Okay, we gotta head up here. Get our max mana up. think I had to die and restart last time to accomplish that feat. So I was out of the characters who could do that. Yep, just catch everybody while they're jumping. Feels good. Yeah, that's fine. That Gepple got it. I don't know if he's any good against the next boss. I don't even remember who the next boss is, actually. Which is worrisome. Oh, it's the twin dragon dogs. Gebel is like the perfect guy to deal with the twin dragon dogs. But hopefully freezing them and hitting them with axes is a good way to deal with them. I think we'll save that plan for the second phase. Although, might not get to the second phase. We're having a rough attack pattern. I wonder if this is just scripted until we get through the first phase. We can kill him from a greater distance. Wait for the attacks to sync up again, and then I will freeze the lower head and hit it with an axe. Right after this, this, and this. Okay, that didn't interrupt the attack pattern at all. Okay, one head down. Very, very costly, but it is done. Oh, that's very bad. I needed that guy. Just got a little impatient. So now I really have no plan. Okay. Here's a pivotal moment. Try to do it as cheaply as possible. It worked. Now to bring it all home. Somehow. I played virtually no Castlevania games until very recently. I was a very late adopter on Symphony of the Night. And that was my first Castlevania game. Rod. Rod. Send him to horny jail, Al. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. It's not how you help. Okay. That was the best I can do at this video game. You will now note that my lives are indicated to be infinite because we are in casual difficulty. So even if things go horribly awry again, I am not gonna game over and lose a ton of progress. Also, I have the ice spell and the axe. So we're in pretty good shape, all things considered. I like our odds. We just sort of need to get through this. we've seen this game in its entirety once. Veteran difficulty on Nightmare Mode is very difficult, I've learned. Should not be a surprise, but there you go. I underestimated it. Oh. I did not fly away as I meant to do. Yeah, it's been several days and I'm screwing up the controls badly. So let's just get this guy out of here. And then I can screw up the controls as badly as I need to. So we were told in casual difficulty, the difference is you have infinite lives and you don't suffer knockback. And that's all. It's the same basic game experience. Turns out there are many, many, many other differences on casual difficulty. And we're gonna see pretty much all of them in action. I can just tank hits all day long. Enemies no longer, like, deal damage to you on casual difficulty compared to veteran. You don't even lose an entire pip of your health bar when you take a hit. You lose a portion of a pip, which is ridiculous. Nope, not you. You want to do one of these, and then one of these. So I'm afraid this boss doesn't even stand a chance, because we're basically immune to damage. Casual difficulty is honestly a little too easy. But veteran is significantly too hard for me. So given the two options, I gotta go with eventually possible versus currently impossible. Simply because I'm doing this for plot reasons. I need to see the end of this game. I purchased the sequel, and I have every intention to show it off. Looking forward to showing it off. And I will be doing so once I have completed this run. Not immediately after I complete this run. But we gotta get through Nightmare Mode because it tells the remainder of the story. Where does Zangetsu go? And what are our intrepid heroes going to do when we find him? We'll find out. We just have one more level and then, like, a Wily's Castle level. To the best of my recollection. There might be additional levels here. In Nightmare Mode, I don't know yet. I don't know anything about Nightmare Mode. I've seen a speedrun of it once. But most people speedrun Ultimate Mode, which is very, very different. This is kind of a joke. I am steamrolling the game. I lament my inability to beat the game on its intended difficulty. I beat the base game on its intended difficulty and enjoyed the hell out of it. The Nightmare Mode is much harder. And I think that's a great design choice. To have, like, the Castlevania-esque difficulty be an unlockable that you get for completing the game once. I remember this room. I threw myself in the pit last time I was there, assuming that it led to a secret, which it obviously does not. I was not good at reading the game's cues at that point. Oh god, this area. Is there no wind on casual difficulty? Interesting. That's a game changer. This is demonstrative showing things off purposes that I play on casual difficulty. The difficulties, or the differences, are vast. Much more so than I expected. The game only tells you about, like, 2 relatively minor differences between the difficulty options. Very strange. I have full mana. Need more hearts. Nay. Yeah, I want to see the rest of the story, and I also want to see just how much they changed. I know we're gonna have to refight this flying painting later on. Seems like I should be able to get multiple hits here if I time it better. But for now, I'll just settle for not taking damage. This is just begging to get freeze axed. Yeah, let's do that. Goodbye. So our mana cap is significantly higher. It was at 40. I think they double your base cap, and then you can build on top of that with upgrades. Yep. Health is effectively doubled. Enemy placement seems the same. I'm handling it better or something. Oh, that would have been lethal on veteran difficulty. That also would have been lethal. Okay. Now I remember why this section was hard. Someday I will probably endeavor to come back, beat the game in this mode on veteran difficulty. Disinclined to stream it. We've seen what that gets me. Okay, there is wind. A little bit of wind. So the boss will still be a nightmare, don't worry about that. In my original playthrough, I couldn't figure out how to get through the boss without taking damage. Damage seemed effectively unavoidable. I picked the wrong side. There we go. Doesn't seem like they spawn any extra, like, health pickups or whatever. Change the platform layouts to be easier for platforming. That's still instant death on the lower level. We're gonna go for the freeze axe. We get tons of them now because we have 60 mana. 60 mana is frankly too much. Freeze axe. Uh-oh. Did not like my placement. I almost fell off. Would have lost a lot if I had fallen off. Okay, freeze axe, fall off. Okay, well I can't cheese this anymore, so in for a fight. But I gotta look this up sometime, like what you're meant to do. Because this is pretty baffling, if I'm quite honest. But like I said, brute force incoming. We'll get through this. No matter how absurd and messy it all is. Fly over that wind tunnel, and whiff over the boss's head. Miss our chance to do extra damage. This would be very hard with the amount of ammo we are granted on veteran difficulty. And also seems unreasonable that you might not actually be able to do it without one character's specific unique traits. So far, so good. Whether it's RNG or scripted, it's going in our favor so far. Hence why it is so good. It is no longer going in our favor. Hit him with one extra fireball, and... how much HP could he possibly have left? That's how much! Okay, there's a spot right around here that's a blind spot for the desperation move on normal difficulty. That was not it. Yeah, you gotta, like, get behind him before the electric surge and then stand right where I'm standing. Didn't care for that boss. Glad I basically cheated it by playing on the easier difficulty. Because Gebel could not have possibly taken that many hits if I were playing on veteran. Let's see, any better weapons? That's a better weapon. I remember these things. 2 hits and they're dead. Once again, I did not use Gebel last time, so I had a really, really hard time hitting them. Because you have to be actually accurate. Unless you have a big, sweeping arc. That would have knocked me into the pit on correct difficulty, we'll call it. But here it does not do so. No for a free spell. You got a free spell. Get a Death Fist and... fly away. The shortcut. Oh, hi. Bam. I don't know if I needed to do that, but it felt good. Wonder what happens when you get hit while you're on stairs. Do you just fall through the stairs? Probably classic Castlevania rules where you, yeah, just stand in place. Take your damage, no knockback. Even on the high difficulty. That's how things work. Castlevania. Edge guarding. I'm gonna get banned from this tournament. I will take 1 extra HP, why not? Bloody cages everywhere. Still like the visual design of this particular level. Ah, this trick. So do we axe it down, switch to Gebel, and fly up? Is that how this is done? No, not like that. Anyway, it might be how it's supposed to be done, but it's not how I ended up doing it. I have to know how this works. This might be a checkpoint, or we might get sent back quite a ways. But it's all for science. I'm hoping that candle has an axe in it. So even if it is a checkpoint, we still can get an axe, make our progress. We got an axe. Let's go for this move. Okay, I did that. Did not do my character switch followed by the things that I needed. This is way too hard. So once again, we accept defeat. Well, that was a 1-up in the main playthrough, of which there were very few. I remember I got clipped through the floor into it by one of these axes, back when knockback still existed. I guess you'd have to fly up there as Gebel. Then backtrack through past all the archers. I forget what these blue rats are all about. I don't know how to deal with them because I didn't take the shortcut. Which would have saved me 1 room. Really would have saved me 2 stair flights. And that's it. That's like the least shortcut in the game. And also the hardest to execute. Assuming I am correct about what is the proper route for execution. Scissormen. Didn't have the hang of them my first time through. But they would be easy even on the difficulty I'm used to. Especially when they spawn after you're about to leave the room. Okay, this area is difficult. It's going to be even more so now that I cannot hit the crawling enemies. I need to stay below them as they spawn in. The terrain makes that feasible. Because, yeah, they actually go underneath my shots. And then they are stuck on the platform. I think I would have died from knockback there. Bunny girls, that's our reward. And the torture chamber, it's such a weird choice. They would have been a weird choice in any level, but especially here. This is the least appropriate place for them. Oh, they have an animation for when they get injured. At least there's no jiggle physics. Because of sprites. I've seen sprites with jiggle physics, though. There's an arcade beat-em-up called... Depending on what version you're playing. It's either called The Ninja Warriors Once Again, because it's a sequel to a game called The Ninja Warriors. It feels like the game is just exhausted with itself, though. So, once again, it's the Ninja Warriors. Who fucking bray. But, the console version is called Ninja Saviors. I think the console version censored out the character I'm talking about, though, because It is incredibly egregious. They added a new character for the sequel called Yaksha, I think her name is. She's a robot, but she does not have a cyber bra. It is very obvious. Oh, I thought I was still playing the old man. And now I'm stuck with the old man. I have so much ammo. You just blast through. I think this is exactly what I did on the normal mode, not nightmare mode. Look for some ammo. I got it. And let's see if I can solo Elizabeth Bathory. She's got a fairly complicated pattern compared to the other bosses, which is saying something. Uh-oh. Just gonna break out of that. I had the read right there, but not the timing. There we go, I'm dead. Like there's blood splattered all over the hallway. It is bloodstained. That is the titular hallway. You'd think she would be, like, more careful with her blood, since she enjoys it so much. But now she's spilling it all over the place. Her fancy manner. In the right spot, at least. About to not be. Huh. I was underneath the umbrella. Still got hit. Knew the shards of glass were coming. But now, additional threats are coming. I'm in exactly the wrong spot for them. I'm doing very badly here. Gebel, take it again. Every boss is a job for Gebel, it turns out. I always try to follow the umbrellas during the rain, and it never works out. So I'm gonna not do that. Oh, should not have jumped down. I got a little overzealous. Thought I could squeeze in an attack. Close one. I honestly forgot the rain was coming until the very last second. I could have flown over that if I thought of it. Probably getting close to my last hit here, so... all my characters are pretty badly beaten up. How much more HP could she possibly have? Gotta stay here, deal with the blood ball. Stay right there. Finally. Lots of HP. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. See you again soon. I tanked the entirety of that desperation attack. Unwise. I just wasn't even paying attention because I knew it couldn't kill me. I think there's only one more level, but it's a really, really long one with like 2 bosses. Or something like that, if I recall correctly. Maybe it's 2 levels that feel like 1 level. Okay, this works. Not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Terrible weapon. Miriam's sub-weapons are all pretty bad, except for the axe, which is the best in the whole damn game. Let's keep digging for something good. No. The worst one. It's so bad, you start with it. Oh. Just barely missed the platform, I guess. I think there are some safety platforms. Meant to grab onto the staircase, because I knew I'd get hit if I didn't, but I failed. Here we have a nice safe introduction to the book's full of swear words, which is excellent design. That's what you want. Devs to tell you how things work relatively safely before you get stuck having to do it the hard way. I think I just had an axe that I just switched for something very bad instead. So here we have a gold skeleton, and I will obey its orders. Using a fire shield. I'll take this too, even though I just saw the benefit of having a fire shield. Whatever. I remember this room, so I think I took this secret the first time through as well. Secret. That's a stretch. There's literally an arrow pointing towards it. And I'll just item 2 my way out of there. That's what you do when they put Yoku blocks in your way. Do anything you can to not use those Yoku blocks. I haven't played much Mega Man, but I know that much. I missed a ice spell somewhere, so I can't go that route. It's conveyors either way. Now I need to dig for something better than a knife. Wait for the swears to go away. Okay, enemy knockback can still take me out here because of the conveyors. Gotta be careful of that. It's not like devoid of challenge because we're on the lower difficulty at least. Still get a little bit of that Castlevania flavor. It is just severely diluted. Ah, well. I had more than enough flavor when I was stuck on the Double Dragon boss for half an hour, I think. That was a rough stream. We don't want a repeat of that. I can't imagine how bad the Thunderbird would have been. I don't have my ice axe. Jeez, the painting of this cowboy, who apparently is Koji Igarashi. you can still dodge this with, like, a perfect jump, which is not what that is. Okay. I got sucked into the portrait. I didn't get hit by this at all the first time through. It ate Gebel. That portrait is a one-hit kill, apparently. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I know that now. That's actually a really cool, like, death sequence. So many weird little details. This is like a bonus game to be played on top of Ritual of the Night. Absurd how much detail and work they put into it. I love it immensely. And the sequel appears to be, for one thing, completely unexpected. No one thought this game would get a sequel. Some people hoped, but it was always very unlikely. And then it just sort of happened out of nowhere one day. The sequel appears to be much, much, much better in every conceivable way. And that is by no means an insult to this game. Just a very high praise that I'm heaping on that sequel. Haven't played it yet, so I could be dead wrong. My impression is, it looks very good and plays very well. In some ways, it's like an expansion to this game. It covers a lot of the same ground and has all of the same characters, in addition to a full cast of new characters. This would have been an exit for a longer route, which I didn't take last time, and I'm not taking this time. Cannot cheese these. I can handle the mimics as well as anyone can. With Miriam, who is dead. Never mind. Miriam's extra jump height throws me off very frequently. This is a clearly Gebel-intended challenge that we're up against. So maybe we'll get Gebel back. Only got one character left. Really jumped the gun there. Infinite lives, though. I think that was a checkpoint at the beginning of the room? Or just below the room. Works for me. I felt like I waited too long. I probably could have made it, but it would have been very tight. Who needs that stress in their life? Not I. Definitely could have made that, though. Oh, I did it again. Why is this particular block so hard for me? Impatience is the answer. It is frequently the answer for why I can't do a thing. I needed to drop back to the very edge of the platform and then leap forward again. Otherwise, I would have overshot the platform. That would have been very dangerous if I took actual damage for my mistakes. But I effectively do not. We can go this way. A little skeleton told me it was the way to do it. Skeletons have never led me wrong. They've been carrying me my whole life. health refill, so it doesn't matter how much damage I took. There we go. If I can only have the axe or the free spell, I'm gonna take the axe. You're at full health. Very good. We might even get an additional free spell. Let us see. What you got for me? Okay. Axe and freeze. I entirely forget with this boss. I'm gonna remember the second I get in there. I'm sure of that. Nope. I don't remember what this is. Maybe I don't have to. Okay, it's the guy who does this. Now I remember. Okay, this is suddenly going poorly. And he attacks everything, and then I have to jump off. I have to do this again. And yeah, just embarrass him effectively by cheating. No shame in it. I do just kind of want to get this run over as soon as possible so I can get to the sequel. I'm really excited for that sequel. It looks fantastic. Devil's back. He has his own ding sound effect. Yeah, they did separate these last two bosses into separate levels. It feels like one very long level. But indeed, it is two. Look at that sprite work. Top tier stuff. What is this? This is new, I think? For Nightmare Mode? I don't remember seeing this the first time through. Yeah, I cannot switch characters. I had to check because I had a feeling. This is a character-specific challenge. Unique to Nightmare Mode. Can I handle it? The odds are pretty good because I'm on casual difficulty. But I'm taking a tremendous amount of damage. Let's do one dodge, an axe, and move on. At least pay lip service to this being a challenging game. As it was so long ago. On, what, Wednesday? When was the last time I played this game? There we have fast scissormen. Made out of bones. Bones have betrayed me. I thought the day would never come, but here we are. We are fast enough to take revenge upon them. And then max out our HP again. Feels good. We get to see even more of the fantastic sprite work. This is great. I'm so glad I picked Nightmare Mode back up. And it's important for understanding where the sequel's coming from story-wise. That was an easy boss. Now, let's see what Al had to go through at the same time. What is your specific challenge? I think they all still share an ammo pool, which makes no sense because they aren't anywhere near one another. You can't do nearly as much tanking, but this seems to be a platforming section. So that's to take advantage of Al's reduced mobility relative to all the other characters. A new sprite for the Medusa heads. Never saw that one before. I needed that. Not very much, though. I'll take the consolation prize. What do I do here? Oh, I know what I do here. I make a bridge, and I get over it. That's not how you make a bridge, though. This is ridiculous and very cool. So, let's get the timing right. Oof. I made a bad bridge. A very bad bridge. Oh, those are, real pillars. This is foreground. I was wildly overcomplicating this. I like my idea better, quite frankly. Build a bridge. There are a lot of strategies in this game that do involve building a bridge. And also, like, clipping through the ground is a common tactic. If you use the ice spell on a flying enemy, and then use the bat form to get underneath the block as it is falling, you will clip through the floor and be transported to the room below the one you're in. Oh, different attack pattern that I've never seen before. Yeah, that boss should have killed me. Much harder, but still low HP. Yeah, this is all flight. Here's our flight test that I expected in Al's little unique section. So this is a palette swap of the bunny girls, but it's like a hunched over, cloven-hooved monstrosity with tentacles on its back that splashes blood when it lands. So much more appropriate than the bunny girl. So much cooler. I could not have been said to have accurately assessed the game if I had not seen this particular sprite. Much as I love the bunny girl. Shouldn't be in the game, still fantastic. I'm gonna make an emote out of her. Very, very short section. Are we gonna make up for it now? With a Star U. That is very easy to hit. With a very simple attack pattern. Yeah. Yeah, that was the easiest of the bunch. And I screwed it up the most, but I don't take damage, so it's fine. Into the Gaping Skull Maw. Where it's now a new moon instead of a full moon. What implications could this have for the moon monster that we need to fight? I wonder if this game drew any inspiration from Bloodborne, where moon monsters play a significant role in the plot. Terrible. Better. You can do it. Ow, why? Oh well. I don't need this much ammo. I can do this, then this, then that. And it still only had... whatever. Aerial character switching is kind of a creepy task still. Who have we here? The King of Shadows, who wants to solo Miriam. Fair enough. Fast as hell. I'll give him that. Yeah, I can't get the timing on this at all. Okay, we got a friend. I needed to stay behind him, and I didn't. He's back out of commission. And now Gebel's here. Oh, he's a platform. That's why the candles were only reachable by Miriam. She has to solo this boss. She's the main character now. Interesting. This might be a rare instance wherein the axe is not the way to go. Hello, axe. We'll try the scythe. But yeah, this is a completely unique boss. Wasn't in the first loop at all. It appears to be Zangetsu, which it ought to be for plot reasons. Okay, drop the sword right on me. Off he goes. Some free hits. And this is much more easy to understand after dying once. Not doing well, but I'm doing better. Okay, here's the platform where the pattern where he doesn't resurrect anybody. And here's Gebel. That was a little unfair. Gebel dropped me right into the flames. That was no fault of my own. I will not take responsibility for that. Had a feeling he'd go 3 times. HP is getting to be a problem. Contact damage and an Ultra Scythe. I guess we just survive here. Get rid of the flames, keep them off of our friend so that we don't all instantly die from a scythe. Yep. The King of Shadows wins. Reasonable. Still thinking I should probably go for... These would be fine, they have a pretty good attack arc. They're basically Gebel's basic attack. So that's something. Let's go for ammo. Fire these knives everywhere. Let's see what happens if we walk in with a different person. It's probably just gonna switch us to Miriam. Yep, it switched us to Miriam. This boss is designed around playing as Miriam. It's so complex, you really couldn't just have it switch based on who you picked. I do want to be precisely here. Did not want to be here, though. Went for too many hits. Overextended myself. Okay, you do want to see the crescent moon, that's a good thing. You don't want to go for too many hits, as I keep doing. There we go, crescent moon is the Miriam attack pattern. Okay, there's Al. You gotta watch Al and Gebel to see what attack is coming. Hey, something happened. Forgot going into this phase already. Good. Just gotta play cleanup. I got it, right? Yeah, okay, the spell's finished. Scytheman is defeated. It is the Fallen Moon's Requiem. And what ho! Thus, the new era of darkness came to an end. So that's pretty good. We didn't save Zangetsu. How is that possible? Zangetsu's in the sequel. Okay, we saved his soul. But I guess he's still dead. May this land know true peace. Weird. I do not get how this is going to lead into a sequel. I guess we'll see, because I have the sequel. Better believe I'm going to stream it. Starting sometime this Friday. That time being 3 p.m. I forgot that I had already settled the exact time. So tune in for that. But yeah, maybe there's going to be a post-credit sequence that explains things further. Maybe the intro of the second game will explain things further. Or perhaps Ultimate Mode explains things further. This game has a bunch of achievements. The big one remaining is to complete Ultimate Mode, which I haven't unlocked yet. I'll show off the unlock method in a second here. But not only do you have to complete Ultimate Mode after unlocking it, you also have to go back and ignore every single teammate throughout the entire game. Complete the game that way, as solo Zangetsu. Then you have to go through and recruit one teammate and ignore the rest or something. You need to get a specific, like, loadout on your team. You get to choose who you ignore, who you recruit, etc., etc. So you get to design your own challenge, but it's weird how granular it gets. And the game doesn't really explain what you specifically need to do. However, because we have saves, we can use the Curse of the Moon to go back to appropriate levels rather than replaying the entire game. Zangetsu's soul remains behind, and stays there for the afterlife. However, look at this. Zangetsu is reenacting Mega Man 2. Dun dun dun. Copyright infringement. I don't think it's the end. That's really interesting, actually. We did get our post-credit sequence, and Zangetsu is going to, like, a new world where technology rules rather than magic. He's going to our world. See you soon, Zangetsu. Friday, to be exact. But first, let's start up a new game. I'm not going to unlock Ultimate Mode yet, but I know what the certain conditions are. Nice easy boss. Then out pops our friend Miriam, best character in the game. Star of the main Bloodstained series. Second fiddle in this game. Still gets to be the one to fight Zangetsu directly after his corruption. So if we talk to her, we will recruit her. We could also bloody her and murder her. That makes us acquire a new soul art. And here's a little tutorial on how to use it. X while in the air, we get a crescent moon swing. Much better arc than our usual slash. which is this. So as we kill our allies, we gain additional powers. Extremely useful upgrades to Zangetsu. And when you kill all of your allies, then you complete the game, and then you unlock Ultimate Mode, which has a new final boss. You get to play as Zangetsu the entire game with all of his upgrades. I don't know if I'll stream it. I don't think it has any plot relevance. I think the plot of it contradicts the plot of Nightmare Mode, which is now canon, as of the sequel. That might be fun to show off just to show it off, because it's really well designed and fun and cool. But much more important to show off Curse of the Moon 2 this Friday. Thank you for watching if you have. Have a good one.